if we didn't know Mike, me included. A couple years ago, Scott and I and Mike came up with this great idea that we're going to do a 1,000-mile ride non-stop to see how long it would take us to do this. So we picked it was not. It was, yeah. Okay. I'll beat a dead horse. So we're down at Mike's house. I'm on Farm Spud. So we're down there, the three of us, and we get up 3 o'clock in the morning. Bud's making a 7-course breakfast for us. And so we get on and we get outside, and Scott and Bud say, "Well, look, you're leading this thing." All right. So both these guys have full dressers. Full dressers mean they got big windshields, they got a big fairing in the front, bottom fairing, they got a radio, they got everything. I want a bike with a small windshield, period. These guys are ready to rock and roll. So it's about 20 degrees out when we leave, at the end of October. Head on up, I think they're out. Now, we get to the 500-mile mark, and there's a little place called Marion, Virginia. We pull over, and it was the first place. As soon as I got 500 miles, I was pulling over. This was the first exit that the gas station was 10 miles to the town. So it's about 513 miles we get in there. And there's a couple guys on motorcycles with their wives, and they're from Virginia, South
Carolina coast.
Carolina coast, and they're bragging about how they did like 125 miles or 150 miles or something. So we're, I'm on a mission here. I want to turn around and get the heck back home. So they start talking to us. They say, "Hey, you guys from Pennsylvania?" He goes, Yeah, from PA. "Where are you from?" "Oh, Philly." "Oh, where are you going?" And Scott goes, "Philadelphia." He goes, No, where are you from?" "We're from Philly." "Where are you going?" "We're going to Philadelphia." And he goes, "Look, we're doing this ride." And the guy looks at me, he goes, I just, who's going to believe you? And I walked up to him and I said, "You see them two bastards right there? You think anybody's going to say that they're not going to believe them?" And they said, "He goes, No, everything's fine." So we took the pictures to prove that we were there.
Nobody would have believed it.
Because no one's going to believe it. It saves every seat. So we're coming home, and they're still flying and blaring the music and everything. And we're about 10 hours into this thing, and I'm trying to remember something to sing, just trying to keep my head going on what I was focusing on. And every time we stopped for fuel, I saw those two guys were always together. And I'm doing my thing, and Scott was putting his heat pack on his back and putting his pack in his chest, and they were making love together with his heat pack. We're about 13, 14 hours into this thing, and I look over at Bud, and every time he had something in his mouth. Well, he was popping ginseng the whole time up and down the highway, and didn't say nothing to me. He probably did to you. Were you popping too? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So there we are. He's popping ginseng. He's got the full radio in front of him. Great big old windshield heading on up the highway. First time we really stopped was at Jenny's Diner.
Yeah,
we did 1,000 miles in 17 hours and 15 minutes, non-stop. One of the dumbest things I ever did in my entire life.
Stopping for dinner, because then we got tired.
Yeah, we got tired. But and the only thing I could remember at the end was one song. It's not really a song. It was the national anthem. And I'm going to remember the first 5 words of it. And I sang out for about 4 hours. These guys are still singing everything else that's on the radio. But that was fun. And like I said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's always been the big brother. Even when he was gone in Arizona, when I had problems, a question to deal with, he was not but a phone call away. I'm going to miss that. Everywhere I went, anytime I needed somebody, the man had my back. He was standing behind me with his hand on my shoulder. He's got his hands on my shoulder now. He's got hands on everybody's shoulder right here, right now. He's just a great guy. I'm going to miss him, but he's always with us. So it's been an honor to know him, an honor to be able to call him my brother, and thanks for being here.